I'm going to do a small demonstration how to make the poppies for the Cenotaph in Belgium. If you start off by forging the edge here from the outside like this, go into the middle, and then go from here all the way across again to the middle, and then you forge just the outer edge here all the way across to the middle, all the way across to the middle. I'll just draw that on a separate piece there. So you're doing the second phase in here and the second phase in here. The reason you're forging the tip is to give it movement. The movement it creates is this here, this waviness here. So that gives you the movement. And the reason for starting from the outside going to the middle and from the outside going to the middle is that when you forge one poppy up and then you forge another poppy up, if you was to go all the way across and come to here, you'll find that this will probably end up underneath this, and then you start damaging that. So by starting from here and going to the middle, it stops you interfering with the next one. Right, these blanks, you'll probably be able to obtain the actual profile on the internet, which will probably provide it for you. Or if you can't, then you can contact us and we'll probably send some over to you. So we're trying to get as many people from around the world in their own workshops to make these as possible. We've got 2016 to make. Now, reason for 2016, because we're having the event in Belgium in 2016. And why are we having it in 2016? Because that's the only date that we could have it in, was 2016. That's the only time we can have it in Ypres. It's the only time available. Right, just to show you the tooling that I use on the power hammer, which these are nice and sharp, nice fullers. So you get lots and lots of movement with it. So that's why when you just forge that half there, you're going to get lots and lots of movement coming around here. Right, forging the stamens, which actually is the difficult part to do. We're difficult in time, really. What you want to do is if you mark 75 mil, or in old money, it's 3 inches. If you just do a little mark, it's 75 mil. And if you look later on with the demonstration, you'll see why you start from there. So you can hold it here, hold it on the outside, and then forge this piece out. And you forge it down to about 7 mil. The stamens that you end up with when they're forged is this piece here. So that is actually just over 7 mil. You forge that shape by putting it into this tool here that I've made, which is the recess of that shape. The shape of the poppy there, that bit there, fits inside here. So when you forge it down, it goes into there, and as you forge it down round here, you get the top hat. Now I've made a swage for it to go in as well afterwards to get these all the same, but you don't have to. You can just do it as neat as you can round there and then cross-hatch it with a chisel. there to where I'm going to cut it off 26mm. So it's located itself. Inside it. And this just gives them all the same shape. The way of forging the stamens is to use a blank which is 100mm long, and again I've marked it 70mm. But you don't mark it this time, beg pardon. You just use the tongs. It's got a stop in the tongs. See that stop? So it will go there. So when you put it in the tongs, it goes there. And then you can grab it like that, and then you know that you forge it down to that part. It's handy to have two of you as well. One of you on the fire, one of you forging, so you just get a constant stream. 2016 poppies, a lot of poppies to make, so you're better off having a team of you doing it. Okay, this is the stamen that we're making in the demonstration, and this is your poppy. And what we do is just drop it in. There's just a nice fit in there. And then afterwards, what we do is TIG weld it underneath. Okay, these are lots of poppies that we made earlier. There's a batch of them. We made about 50 of them in an hour and 15 minutes, I think. So they actually, if you get going, it doesn't take that long. And these are galvanised, and they're painted afterwards. Originally, I wanted them to be a natural rust colour, patinated rust, but they won't last. And I want them to last for hundreds of years. So what these are actually done, they're galvanised, and they're powder coated afterwards. So it's treated, so they should last a long, long, long time. And see, the main cenotaph is 100mm thick, 7 metres tall, 2 metres wide, and weighs 12.5 tonnes. I think that's going to be there a long time too. And I'm hoping you guys around the world can make as many as possible, and send them over. When you send them over, if you could send them over just singular, just forge the poppy and stamen and send them separately. Otherwise, as you see, you make a load of them, you need a big box to put them in. Good luck. I hope you have fun making them, which I want you to have fun making them and really enjoy it, remembering why you're making it, because remember the soldiers in the First World War. In fact, not only the soldiers, the civilians that got killed as well, and this is to remember all soldiers and civilians on both sides of the war. So this is to remember everybody. It's even to remember those that got shot for cowardism, which actually weren't cowards. Cowards, they were just suffering from shell shock, and they got shot by, as called them, desertion, but it actually wasn't. There's going to be one white poppy amongst the 2,000 poppies, 2016 poppies, and that one white poppy is to remember them as well. So it's truly to remember everybody. And just remember where you do anyway, remember what those guys did for us in the First World War. A lot of us looking at this, talking on this, would not be here if it wasn't through them.